Hey guys, we're those Benchwarmers. We're three guys that love and know sports because we had the best seats in the house. To my right is Rob, and to his right is Riley. Tonight we're going to talk about the top moments of 21st century for the Dodgers. I'm going to start us off. Number 2, NLDS. Don't have to think that far back. 2015, was it Game 2? Chase Utley's, well, we're going to call it a slide, but as a baseball fan, I think it was a tackle. But at that moment, it was a great slide against Ruben Tejada. It ended kind of poorly for Tejada, but as a Dodger fan, it helped us score that run. And honestly, I don't think anybody else would have made that slide except Utley, the veteran. But that's my number 2.
I think that kind of goes back to when Manny got hit, I think, against the Phillies, and no one retaliated right away, and we had the Billings that didn't retaliate. I think that's what Utley kind of brought that veteran, old style of play that, the Dodgers were lacking in that Phillies series. So it is a huge play, I think, even though it didn't turn out any better than the Phillies.
It extended the series to 5 games, so it worked out. But what are your top 2 moments, guys?
My second moment would be when Matt Holliday dropped that fly ball back in 2009. James Loney had just those 2 outs. He hits a fly ball to left field. You think the game's over. I was getting ready to go home for the weekend from college, and I see that ball fall. I drop my bags, sit back down in my chair.
He pulled a Holiday.
I pulled a Holiday. Then you got him on second base. Juan Pierre comes in, a pinch run for him. I think Russ Martin draws the walk. Then Ronnie Belliard with his little belly hits that line drive up the middle, ties the game. Juan Pierre crosses the plate. That was great. And then you get another walk to Casey Blake, I believe, and then Mark Loretta ends it. That's perfect.
Mark Loretta right here.
Perfect ending to the game.
Yeah, I was driving home and thinking, the game's over. I was getting on the freeway. I remember exactly. Holiday drops the ball. I thought we were going to win the whole World Series that year.
Think that.
Another year where I thought we were going to win the whole thing was Uribe in the NLDS against the Braves, that Game 4 home run. It was 3-2, and Uribe's going up there bunting, trying to get the guy over. He can't do it. There's 2 strikes on him. He hits 2 foul balls. It's just that moment. It's so intense, and then he hits the home run, and I jump up. My dad jumps up. We're screaming. We're high fiving, and we're in our living room. It was just that kind of emotion, that extreme emotion, kind of really. You don't get that often.
Why Mattingly was
If Mattingly doesn't believe in Juan Uribe, that moment never happens.
He obviously didn't because he tried to butt him over. So that's all I'm saying.
It was part of the plan.
Gone.
He believed he'd get the bunt down, and he couldn't. That's all you need to know about Mattingly.
I would put that on the front office. That's for another day.
Not at that time.
That's for another day.
We talked about Mattingly last week.
Hopefully we can get big enough to go ask them who makes the decisions. Was it Mattingly or was it you guys?
Oh, it's definitely
We'll find
Mattingly.
out
That's
one
why
day.
he's at the Marlins now. So that's good for the Dodgers.
I hope everything goes well.
Okay, so my number 1 moment.
It's the Marlins.
My number 1. All right.
It's even. It's the Giants.
Don't say that. Let's keep that down low.
Hey, we're Dodger fans. It's a
That's all
Dodgers.
Giants say.
It's
That's
a
all Giants fans
Dodgers.
say.
It's a Dodgers moment. All right, guys.
We
It's
have
the
no
year.
comeback,
Okay, with no pitching. All right. So my number 1 moment is Kershaw's no-no. It hurts a little bit to say it's Kershaw's no-no only because it should be Kershaw's perfect game. As a pitcher and a lefty, I'm a big fan of Kershaw. But he handled it great when Hanley, he could make that throw 9 times out of 10, but he just couldn't make it that night. And Kershaw handled it like a professional. Didn't blame Hanley. Went with the no-no. Should have been a perfect game, but we're still waiting on Kershaw's perfect game. But it's going to come hopefully this season.
Behind doors, though, Kershaw went at Hanley.
No,
I don't
Kershaw's
think so.
not like that.
I don't think Kershaw did.
I'm just trying to start
You know
rumors.
what,
I
Derek,
apologize.
when Derek talked about lefty pitcher, I'm a pitcher lefty. You know what we used to call them in high school? Oh, one of the kids in the team.
Worst pitchers on team?
No, one of the kids in the team called Derek Hung Chi Kuo.
Dude,
It fit though. It was good. It's good. It was a great nickname. Hung Chi Kuo.
I thought that. So my number 1 moment is 2006, September 18th, my birthday. I wake up, I'm going to class, I have tests all day. I don't get to watch the Dodger game.
What a birthday.
Yeah, pretty shitty. I come back home, my brother's watching, or he's like, dude, did you watch the Dodger game? I'm like, no, I was at school all day. He's like, I'll put on the news, and I see the highlights, back to back to back to back home runs to Marlon Anderson. And I see all the fans coming back in after that 4th home run, and then I'm watching the highlights, and I see they gave up the lead. It goes, oh damn it, no way, they blew it. And then I was like, damn, that sucks. And then I see Nomar Garcia-Parra's home run. That was pretty amazing. That was, for having such a bad day, that made my birthday pretty awesome. That's why that's my number 1.
That was on Timeless Dodgers like 3 months ago, and watching that made my day too that day. Like, it was such a great game for the
fact
Dodgers.
that you have timeless Dodgers should have made your day.
Top 40%. That's one of the 40% in LA.
Dodger games at his house.
So my top one was actually kind of related to the Charter Time Warner Dodger TV situation. Is when Guggenheim bought the Dodgers and Walter and Magic Johnson and all that.
Those were good times.
I think that for us as Dodger fans, it's the most important one because we have hope now. And I think it's weird that we have no pitching really. We have Kershaw and a bunch of question marks. We have bullpen was shaky last year. Our lineup is old and are getting older, and we're getting some young guys in there, but we still have that hope. Like we could wake up tomorrow and have a brand new pitcher or something. So there's always that hope that the Dodgers are going to do something. And it wasn't there before with DePodesta or Kevin Malone or Frank McCourt or any of those guys. So I just think that that's a huge moment, and hopefully that hope will eventually turn into a championship. But we'll have to wait and see.
Probably next year because it's the even year. But
Well, with that hope, I mean, we have Alex Wood. We traded for him last year near the trade deadline. I mean, he's a good lefty. He's gonna be hopefully a future number 2. But I mean, I have hope for the pitching. Hopefully, Alex Wood pitches great.
He's a great pickup. A casual Dodger fan probably won't see that, but Alex Wood, before he came to the Dodgers, was having a solid season, and he has potential to be the number 2.
Oh, absolutely. I'm a little embarrassed that we forgot to talk
that
about
was
him
pretty
last
bad.
episode. Yeah, but I remember I was at a football practice and I was talking to another Dodger fan coach, and we got an update that said the Dodgers made a trade with the Braves, and we were joking around like, oh man, maybe it's for Alex Wood, and we were of course like we didn't think we were gonna get Alex Wood in a trade like that, and that's who we ended up getting. I don't know how they fleeced the Braves with that, but that's a great pickup, and I'm really excited for him to develop and kick Brett Anderson out of the rotation and see what happens for him.
Well, there you guys have it. Those are our top 2 Dodger moments of the 21st century. Like and subscribe us on YouTube. Hit us up at thosebenchwarmers@gmail.com. Let us know what your top 2 moments are. Follow us on Twitter at warming_benches. And we also have Instagram
We actually
now, right?
do have an Instagram. It's also warming_benches on Instagram. I don't know what we're gonna post. Probably just pictures of us. But if you like that kind of stuff, you can follow us on Instagram and like those pictures too.
All right, guys. Let us know what you want to hear about and any criticism that you guys might have.
We'll
See
get
you
better eventually. Sorry.
No
See you next
promises.
week.
No promises.
That's good.